Hi, my name is Jordan Wimmer, and today I will be presenting my e-portfolio. First, I'm going to discuss my resume. As you can see on my resume, I graduated from Robert Morris University with a 3.88 GPA. I wanted to point out one of my more notable clinical experiences. I was at UPMC Presby's Trauma ICU. That experience gave me a lot of interaction with trauma and surgical patients. I also want to talk about some of my past work experience. One of the first things I have listed is a patient care technician at UPMC Altoona. This position allowed me to interact with patients and get comfortable in a hospital setting. I was also able to practice my professional communication skills with nurses, physicians, and other staff of the hospital. The next position that I would like to talk about is my position at Robert Morris as a lab assistant. While being a lab assistant, I was able to help instructors teach the labs and help students with whatever they needed. I was also the simulation setup coordinator, which was a big role for me as I was responsible for the setup of all simulations for all grades and all students. Next, I'm going to talk about some teaching materials. Me and some peers have put together a PowerPoint presentation on non-suicidal self-injury disorders. In that PowerPoint, we talked about patient presentation, the diagnosis, risk factors, and some interventions to help these patients. I believe in group work, I tend to be a leader as I make sure all assignments get done on time, and I think those are valuable skills to have in the workplace. Next on the e-portfolio, you will find my letters of recommendation. My first letter is from Jan Barber. Jan Barber is the Test for Success coordinator at Robert Morris, and she also manages the lab assistants. In her letter, she points out that I am very flexible and willing to be delegated. I also go above and beyond and get all my work done and look for whatever needs to be done next. The next letter is from Sue Heasley. Sue Heasley was my clinical instructor for OB at West Penn. In her letter, she talks about how willing I am to learn and my passion for nursing. Next, I want to talk about my professional development plan. As you look at my professional development plan, you can see I intend to pass the NCLEX and start working this summer. After gaining a couple years of experience, I would like to go back to nurse practitioner school. I have a desire for learning and would love to continue my education. While doing this, I also would like to join the Air Force Reserves as a flight nurse. Next, you will find my certifications. In those certifications, you will see CPR, Hospital Emergency Response Training, First 5 Minutes, Stop the Bleed, Mandated Child Abuse Reporter, and my child abuse clearances. You also find that I have international experience. Over the summer, I went on a medical mission trip with the Diocese of Pittsburgh to Chimbote, Peru. While down there, I was able to use the skills that I developed at Robert Morris to help the people of Chimbote. I believe this mission trip experience shows how passionate I am for caring for others. Next on the portfolio, you will find my awards. I have received Dean's List every semester at Robert Morris. I've also been granted the Dean Scholar Award in the spring of 2019 and 2020. These awards show my hard work and dedication that I've put into the nursing program. The last part of my e-portfolio is the research poster project. For my research topic, we discussed the psychiatric readmission rate related to medication adherence. Our research showed that medication adherence is important to reducing readmissions. There are a lot of other factors that go into readmissions, but medication adherence was a big one. Our research concluded that education is needed to provide the patients with why they need to keep taking their medication. So with this research, we hope that other psychiatric nurses and psychiatric mental health workers can utilize the research and can better educate the psychiatric patients. That concludes my e-portfolio. Thank you for watching. And just to recap and summarize, I did fairly well throughout nursing school. I have some pretty good work experience, and I'm dedicated and hardworking, and I have a passion for nursing. Thank you.